today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in of the NFL on EA.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Richardson now throwing on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Oilers marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Oilers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Walton. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. 76 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Minnesota offensive... ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
no doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 102 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Oilers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing...
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
131 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Now Richardson on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Powerful running. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing on 4th down. It's complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Oilers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start by running the option to the right. He pitches it out. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Jones now on first down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones swinging this out wide here for Cook. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 67 yards. And the Oilers just continue to roll. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Flushed out right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Oilers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Jones got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down, Jones.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Point after, right down the middle. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 52 yards. And the Oilers extend their lead yet again. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
The Vikings on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. It's caught. Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
What's the deal, y'all?
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Jones on 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Working with a 2nd and 3. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 59 yards. And the Oilers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Jones on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll look to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Houston's offense taking over again. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
Yeah. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's got Smith here.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Richardson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Richardson escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.